It is Mailbag Day. And on today's episode, we got to talk about some of the rumblings surrounding one specific player on the Chicago Bears team. That is Javon Dexter. Will it be smart for the Chicago Bears to trade him, or will it necessarily be a bad move? Me and C Dub gonna talk about it, break it all down, jump into the mailbag, and y'all already know before we do so, you gotta hit the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bears fan? And welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C Dub. So if you're tuned in, love talking Bears football, even over the offseason, because we got a lot of moves to make, hit that like button and subscribe. C Dub, what's the word?
What's the word? One more week towards more football, bro. One more week.
Hey, here's one more.
Yeah.
One more.
Counting
But
them
we got a
down.
long way to go.
I'm counting them down, brother.
Long way to go. But hey, C Dub, there's been some rumblings around the net coming from a number of reporters stated that teams have been taking or making calls in regards to defensive tackle Javon Dexter. He is now going to enter his last season of his contract. And one has to sit here and say, should they or should they not trade Javon Dexter if a deal comes across Ryan Poe's desk? In your mind, what should the Chicago Bears do and why?
Well, when I think about this and know the predicament that the Chicago Bears are in, I liken it to this, nephew. Like you tell yourself on Friday, you're going to change a lot of things around in the house, in the living room. And you think it yourself to the last minute, let's keep the ottoman by the window. That's a bad fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessary. It don't hurt anything, but it's just a bad idea. In this case, I think it's a bad idea to trade Javon Dexter. Look at Javon Dexter, 24 years old, 6'6", 320 pounds, a monster. Do you know, nephew? If you're not talking about, hold on, let me make sure I get his name right. If you ain't talking about Jeffrey Simmons or Chris Jones, you're gonna have a hard time finding me somebody who got better sack totals than my man Javon Dexter, sitting at 6 sacks. He also make some impact plays throughout the season. Um, I just think Javon Dexter played pretty well last season. Uh, he's still young at 24 years of age. He still got some growth to do. He still can learn and get better. I don't see the need to move the ottoman next to the window.
That's a crazy thing to say.
I don't.
But nonetheless, I think I'm a because on one side I look at it and say, hey, you can go out there and get draft capital, bring somebody in that can be more schematically a fit for Dennis Allen. But my answer is not yet. Don't move him just quite yet. Because yeah, you can look at a guy that's gonna come out of the draft and potentially go out there and replace him. But let's be honest. A lot of these defensive tackles have questions. Caden McDonald, he went through his combine. He looked a little sloppy out there, slipping and sliding all over the floor. Then we talk about other guys, and I believe Peter Wood is another defensive tackle out there who did not test in the combine. Then you look at other defensive tackles like Caleb Banks, a guy that I put in my mock draft, and says, hey, he's coming off a foot injury. Can he solely replace one player? Or can he just come in and be a part of a rotation? So it's a lot of questions that we have right now on the docket. I think that I think you should allow him to play on his last year of his contract, see what he can go out there and do with an improved defensive line. At least that's what we're anticipating. And I understand that the need for trading them. The only way, the only way is if a deal comes across your desk that's absolutely crazy. Second round pick, something like that. But right now, my anticipation is that if any deal is coming across the desk for Javon Dexter, I'm looking at a fifth, maybe a fourth, and that's just not good enough for me.
Yeah, and we got other spots on this defense. We just go with the defense that need to be looked after before we even thinking about trading a guy like Gervon Dexter. I do think that if you got a deal that cannot be turned down, you go ahead and you do what you got to do with that. But why do we need to go from right to left? You do everything left or right now. Like, why? Well, you don't even thinking about this. And I know it ain't the Chicago Bears. The reports are the other teams are showing interest. It ain't like the Chicago Bears are offering. But if you were the Chicago Bears, I'll get on the phone and say, be serious now. Come on, let's talk about some seriousness now. Unless you're talking about something that's gonna blow my shoes off. Come on, dude. Why are you trolling me on my phone?
For real, because it's gonna have to be a deal that you just be like, oh, that's crazy. And then you be like, oh, and then you be like, Ryan Poles did it for that. I bet. I understand now.
Right.
But I'm with you in this regard. Let's not create a problem that's not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's not create a problem that's not present with him. Is he Pro Bowl caliber? Probably not. And I'm cool with that. But he is a good football player. Every single player that enters the league is not going to be Pro Bowl talent, all pro talent. Some guys are just good football players. He's a good football player, still in his youth. And I think the other side of him needs to be addressed.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm going. I don't think you need to go out there and get rid of him. I think he could be an addition to whoever you guys go out there and get next to him.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about Ryan Poles. I think he's earned the leeway and equity to do what he needs to do to make this team better. And I don't think trading Gervon Dexter is on that list. It just can't be on the list, bro. To me.
Understood.
It can't be on that list.
Now, before we get into the mailbag, bro, there's some other names that have been up. DJ Moore, guys like Cole Kmet, guys showing interest. If there was anybody that was be traded off this team, who you picking?
It's DJ Moore. Is this a fucking quick trick question or something? It's DJ Moore. What do you mean?
Do you think Tremaine Edmunds get traded? Since the Bears are allowing him to seek trade?
Man, Tremaine Edmunds was, I do. I think so. I think some team, I like Tremaine Edmunds. Some team would look at the beginning of the season before he got injured, and he was on a Pro Bowl trajectory, bro. Of course, teams don't want him on that team. He's a good player, dude. That's why we got to be careful, bro. We got to be really careful what we doing out here. I know it's a rush, and everybody like, oh man, we can put the finishing touches on this team, and we ready to go to new heights and new levels. But we got to do it carefully, bro. We can't make problems like you just said a couple of minutes ago that wasn't there, bro. You can't make problems that don't exist.
I agree with that, and I think that Tremaine Edmunds, me personally, I think he's going to be cut. I don't think the Bears find a trade partner. I don't typically when these type of things happen, most teams just sit and wait. They just sit and wait. It's the NFL. Guys just sit and wait until the team just say, you know what? Let's just cut him. And like, to be honest with you, if I was to throw out a team real quick for Tremaine Edmunds, Cincinnati Bengals, y'all need linebacker help. Come get them. But I think those teams are just going to sit and wait. That's just me.
Damn, I got a question, man. So you think, would you say that Tremaine Edmunds had that big of a fall off from a Pro Bowl first half of the season to after injury played like okay? You think it was that big of a drop off in impact?
No, I think that this is just a financial decision that most NFL teams run into.
Okay.
Me personally. Okay. I think and they want to get faster on defense. And I think was number one on my list. They have to get faster defensively because if we keeping it a buck, When it was Tremaine Edmunds and DeMarco Jackson out there, the linebackers performed much better. When it was TJ Edwards and I believe Sewell was out there, they did a little all right. So when one of the other main starters was not available, the linebackers look better because of the youth and the speed of the other fill-ins. That's it.
Yeah. When you talk speed, I always think like if you line up Tremaine Edmunds and TJ Edwards, Tremaine gonna win 9 out of 10 times. I don't know if he's the guy. If you want to get faster, if you get rid of him and you keep TJ, you're getting faster.
It's just money. I think TJ Edmunds situation is TJ Edmunds. I just put two people together. Tremaine Edmunds is just a financial decision that the Bears got to come to terms with. That's just it.
I just think we got to be very careful, bro. Like I know the excitement and everything, but bro, we can make this worse than having a consistent competitive team. We can make this team worse. That is a possibility.
I mean, they was ranked in the low 20s defensively as a whole. So you saying they could go to 30?
I mean, yeah. And I mean,
nothing is guaranteed, but damn, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But hey, man, before we get into the actual mailbag, man, here's a quick message from our sponsors at DraftKings.
What's going on? It's your boy Hayes, and as many of you guys know, all I do is watch sports all day, every day. I'm talking about every sports, from football to baseball to basketball to even soccer. I watch sports all day long, and so because of that, I've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook to bring you guys an amazing offer. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you have to do is sign up using my promo code Bear Central. It's the name of the channel that you watch me on every single day, so you guys should be familiar with it. That code Bear Central is going to help you stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-game progress right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't even worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Again, all you guys got to do is use the code Bear Central. It's the channel you watch me on every single day. So use that code and tell them, hey, sent you. Peace.
Y'all know what to do. Go ahead and hit them people up on DraftKings and get y'all some money on. But hey, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into the mailbag. This first one up, C-Dub, is from Corey Mo.
Corey Mo.
Hey, this your boy Corey Mo calling in once again from Little Rock. What's going on, CBC, Chicago Bears? Let's go. Hey, I understand that it's a lot of talk about us moving off of DJ Moore. Look, I'm fine with it. If it's gonna bring quality piece or some quality picks, have it go free up some money for us, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that because Jade Walker showed that he can be just as clutch as DJ Moore in the situations. He proved it in the preseason. He proved it in the playoffs. I think Jade Walker is a dog. I think he is very clutch, and I'm not afraid to let DJ Moore go for the right price or the right pieces or whatever have you. The Jade Walker, I think he can step in. He can do his thing, and I don't think that we'll skip a beat. Give him an off season with Caleb Williams to get in line, and we'll have three major talented wide receivers on top of having Colson Loveland and Cole Kmet back there at tight end, well on the side of them at tight end. We'll still have our running game attack for the most part. I think hey, let the chips fall where they may. Jade Walker is clutch, man, very clutch, and he showed it last year with every opportunity he got from the preseason to the regular season to the postseason. So hey, it is what it is. Love DJ Moore. Jade Walker is a dog too. He's clutch. So let's go. Chicago up, bear down. Let's go.
All right. So we heard from Corey Mo. Shout out to you, my boy. Thanks for calling in. C-Dub, what you got for us?
When it comes to DJ Moore, I think I stressed it already that I don't care if he goes or he stays. But in this particular statement, I'm going to say that we'll be okay if he's traded off. Just for the things that you just said. We got 3 pretty good young receivers ready to burst out. It's going to be a competition to see who's the number 1 receiver. Just adding a little tidbit on there because Rome got his chance last year, and we all know what happened with Big Time when he had to make the catch when the money was on the line. He didn't always complete that task. But when you add in those 3 young guys and Jade Walker, you got Lou Burton and my boy Rome Adunze, and just add my boy Coastal Loveland too. They're still gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. DJ Moore is a big time receiver. I love him, but if he was to stay next year, and this might sound silly to you, nephew, DJ Moore must submit to Caleb Williams. Must submit.
What?
I expand bound on it if you want, but he must.
Is this red pill talk?
He must submit to Caleb Williams. Stop all the pride shit.
Hey, hey, I'm just saying though, like I think I'm in the same boat as you, but there's only one way that I'm trading DJ Moore.
What's
two
that?
ways. I give you 2 ways.
What's the
A
two?
team comes with a high draft pick, 2nd round, or Max Crosby.
Okay.
Easy
I'm with
does it. But if you trade him for pennies on a dollar,
you tweaking.
y'all can holler because that shit bogus. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I'm with you, Dan. I gotta be fair in my analysis when it comes to DJ Moore, simply because last season when Rome went down after having that great start to the season, DJ Moore in some key moments came up for the Bears, and he had one of the greatest catches in Chicago Bears history with the bomb down the field.
Anybody would have caught that. I mean, it was perfect.
No, they wouldn't have.
It was
Zacchaeus
perfect.
would have called that.
That shit dropped right into his
Zacchaeus would have called that.
Zacchaeus would have caught
He
that.
couldn't catch a cold in negative degree weather. Stop.
He
playing
dropped
with
the
us.
baby in the cradle, bro. Everybody would have caught that, bro. Hey, I just wanted to say this. Is it inevitable? It's a couple inevitable trades on this team that I'm not going to speak about, but isn't it inevitable? If it ain't this year, isn't it inevitable?
We'll see.
Okay.
I don't think he played the whole contract here. I agree with that.
Okay. There's others too, but that I won't bring up.
Here you go. Starting this shit, y'all. Nonetheless, appreciate the call, Corey Mosi, though. We about to get into this next one. This next one is from John Johnson.
John Johnson.
Chicago Bears Central, how y'all guys doing, man? It's your boy John Johnson. I ain't called in a while. I was enjoying the season, and I'm proud of my Bears. I'm proud of what we did this year. Could have went further, but hey, it is what it is. I'm proud of what they did. Call in and say, hey, I appreciate the guys' show like always. You always do a fantastic job. Bobby, Steve, hey, y'all guys doing good, man. Keep it going. I want to address one issue though. We got the draft coming up, combine, all that stuff like that, and I know we're talking about we need defensive line. Our defensive line needs to improve. So this is my take on it. Yes, we need to address the defensive line, but I am looking for a guy with a motor, a guy with tenacity, violence, just like Ryan Poole said. But instead of it being on the edge or being in the middle, I'm looking at a linebacker like that. I don't know who we can get. I really don't know, but I feel if we got a linebacker like that, our defense will be a whole lot better. We got 2 linebackers right now, and I mean, the guys they okay. They good. They good. Can't call none of them name right now. I had a couple drinks with them, but we just need a violent linebacker, man. A linebacker that's gonna come in the middle and clog that whole up. It's not Edmunds. Edmunds just ain't got that. post them like that, man. I just can't see them. I can't see them. But that's my take, guys. Hey, tell me what y'all think about it, and that's it. Chicago Bear all day.
My man said Chicago Bears all day. It's Chi-Town up and Bear down, baby. I got you. It's
That's
Chicago.
how he coming, bro. Leave him alone. That's how
I
he
ain't mad
coming.
at him. I'm adding extra to the way he said.
Okay,
I'm just adding extra. But I understand it to a degree, man. But I still think that the Chicago Bears need interior pass rush. That's just what's key to a lot of things for this Bears defense. And I agree with you. The linebacker is another key thing. And if y'all seen my mock draft, I went with a guy like Kyle Lewis out of Pitt. I ain't gonna lie, his combine performance disappointed me a bit, but there are still some other good guys like out there, like the tackling machine out of Texas Tech in Rodriguez. 128 tackles, 4 interceptions, a college football leading 7 forced fumbles.
Mm.
And his combine was great. It confirmed a lot of things, questions that I had about his athleticism and his ability. And he performed at the top level, bro. Can't even be mad. And he's a mature young man, already married, has a family. I think that's a guy that the Chicago Bears will like in the second round where he's projected to go. But I agree with you. The linebacker position is key. I think that the linebacker that you get in here, he should not be afraid to blitz the quarterback, which is why I placed Kyle Lewis in there, even though he's a bit undersized. I placed him in there. But there's some other good guys out there, man. C-Dub, what you got?
Okay. For nephew, no side pieces for future Chicago Bears. Okay. Look. You didn't like that joke. You ain't like
what the hell is he talking about? But none of
John Johnson, I think you initiate a great debate here. I like what nephew said. He really touched on the subject pretty well. I guess the debate would be, would you take a big time linebacker, let's just say Lawrence Taylor, Mike Singletary, or somebody like that, or would you go with a guy like Reggie White or somebody that can make plays and be impactful on the line of scrimmage? Me, myself, I'm going with the guys that's putting their hands in the dirt or one of those guys on the edge. I think they just got a closer proximity naturally to the football, therefore making them the most disruptive players can come from the defensive line. Would you agree with that, nephew? The most disruptive players come from the defensive line. And is it because they closer to the football?
Agreed.
Okay. And that's cooked. That's a good debate, though, John Johnson.
It is.
Would you rather take a big, impactful linebacker or impactful defensive lineman? I'm going to go with the defensive lineman.
And I'm going to rock with you on that one. But appreciate the call, John Johnson. C-Dub, we about to get into this next one. This next one is from Dion.
Dion!
Hey, this is Dion Allen, man. I was sitting here watching this, watching the video you guys made, and I had you could probably hear it in the background. And the guy got on here and making all the simpiest effing, coming up with all kind of excuses of why the Bears should move to him in Indiana. Bro, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I don't care what. I mean, I respect y'all, but I ain't trying to hear none of that. I don't care if I stayed in California, Alaska, Korea. The Chicago Bears need to be in Chicago. If not, they need to at least be in Illinois. No. No, Indiana already got the Colts. Like, come on, people. Like, Jesus. Like, have some respect for yourselves, man. That's why the McCaskies don't respect Chicago. Because Chicago, low-key, don't respect itself as it should. It's a beautiful fucking city. Too much money in the city. Look at the Bears go to the playoffs. It's a fucking national event. Bears go to the playoffs in Indiana. Yeah, you're going to have the richest of the rich go down there to watch them games. But that's about it. And y'all get y'all out of here. Ain't nobody going to Indiana to watch the Bears. Don't let them have a bad season. The stadium is gonna be empty, dog. I promise you. Come on, Chicago. Come on, fellas. Come on, dog. That's all I gotta say. Chicago up there.
Dion sounds real disappointed, and I feel you 100%, brother. And I'm right with you. C-Dub, what you got?
Yeah, I'm disappointed too. The Bears have been playing in Chicago or Illinois for all of their existence in playing football. They went from Decatur to Chicago. Going to Indiana will be blasphemy for me. I think it's the Chicago Bears for a reason, and actually, it's Chicago, comma Illinois Bears. That's exactly how it goes because Chicago belongs in Illinois. So if you can't find anything in Chicago, I'd much rather you play in Illinois and close to Chicago too. We ain't trying to drive downstate to Champaign like that year. Like what was that 10 years ago when they was playing in Champaign? I ain't like that neither. Let's keep the Chicago Bears close to where they need to be, the city of Chicago, bro. That don't make no sense. I don't like it.
So there was a guy that came out on X and was like, well, actually, George Hallis had the Hammond, whatever the name was. So there is some type of correlation to Hammond, just for history's sakes. But driving to Chicago last week, C-Dub, I was on the toll road. Most of the toll road only 2 lanes.
Oh, the Indiana toll road.
Yeah, how we gonna make this feasible for the Chicago Bears fans that's coming from Illinois? And number 2, the fight song says the pride of joy of Illinois. Does that now change?
Oh, see?
I'm just saying.
See?
There's a lot of intricacies going on with politicians, finances, taxes, etc., etc. So y'all need to get y'all heads out y'all backside and at least put us in Arlington. That's it.
We good. We settled with that.
We can't put a dome over a Soldier Field, bro. It's just stupid. It's stupid.
That's dumb as hell.
Get to Arlington. You want to know, last point. You want to know what I seen that was very, very interesting from somebody on X. Sorry, I can't remember your name, buddy. My bad. He said, you want to know what'd be great? If the Bears go to Arlington and convince the White Sox to move next door.
That'll be great.
That'll be great for the state and the entertainment district that everybody's planning on having over there.
You think people will drive that 30, what is that, about 30 miles out of the city to go watch the White Sox?
If they're good.
Okay, that's a big fucking question right there.
We dealing with Jerry here.
That's a big fucking question. He said if they good. That's a hell of a question.
If you good, people will go. But I understand both sides of it. But hey, man, appreciate the call, Dion. C-Dub, we about to get into this last one. This last one is from Xavier.
X.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier calling in, man. I was just going to speak on a couple things that I've been seeing going on as far as free agency, man. I see that Cam Jordan is going to be on the market. I'm very big on Cam Jordan. He's been a consummate professional throughout his whole entire time with the Saints. I think that'll be a great pickup for us. Dennis Allen is familiar with him. I mean, he knows the schemes of what Dennis Allen likes to do on the defensive side of the ball. I understand he's old. He's old as shit, but Cam Jordan has been productive his entire career. Last year, he had 10.5 sacks. I feel like with Montez Sweat, that would help Montez Sweat for sure. Having a guy like Cam Jordan that's there to get pressure. I wonder, do y'all think that Dennis Allen would even place a call for him? Because Cam Jordan, he's been loyal to the Saints, win, lose, or draw, and he seems like he wants to be a lifelong Saint. But I think it's worth putting in a call just to see what's up, and not a big deal, maybe like a 2-year deal, just to, just to kind of like solidify things for us on the defensive line. Cam Jordan would not hurt. I mean, I'm kind of over the vet. I want to get young talent in there, but we can still draft a guy to be to learn under Cam Jordan. And like I feel like that would be a great mentor for any young guy to learn under that we would draft. Also, Jaquan Brisker. I'm not sure if I would bring him back. I would like, I would love to have Brisker. He's a great leader. He's young, he's fiery, he brings a lot to the table. But man, the concussion. Granted, he played done all the games last year, and he was healthy relatively. In our secondary, him and Bayard were the two mainstays in that backfield and that secondary force. But bro, like I don't know. Usually, once guys get paid, then the injuries start to flare back up. I don't know, man. I would just kind of either give Briscoe a 1 year deal, or I would try and sign and trade him, man. But let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Chicago go up there now.
All right, so we heard from Xavier. Hey, man, I agree with Dan everything you said. Not even gonna lie to you, just real quick. Cam Jordan, I think you can take a flyer. Well, I don't agree with that. I agree with everything about Jaquan
I
Brisker.
was about to
Cam
say.
Jordan, I love him. I love him. I think he a hell of a pro. Pro's pro. Definitely shows up. Definitely going into the Hall of Fame someday. But I just don't. I wanna embrace the youth movement. And then Jaquan Brisker, love him, had an outstanding season, showed up in the most important game of the season. But I just feel like it's just time to move on. It's just time to move on, and it pains my heart. That's why I'm so monotone with it. C-Dub, what you got?
With Jaquan Brisker, that's one of my favorite players. I do think he paced himself out throughout last season. He showed up in that last game against the LA Rams. I think that is mostly who Jaquan Brisker is. Impactful play all day long, all over the field. I think the Bears should franchise tag his ass. I don't care. Keep him here. I don't give a
Then
shit.
it's gonna be way more.
It's gonna be way more.
That's
Do
unnecessary.
what you gotta do to keep my boy Jaquan Brisker. I think he got a lot more to bring to the table, bro. It may not be the franchise tag, but find out
It
if you can
won't be.
find a
Trust
compromise.
me.
Find out if you can find a compromise with Jaquan Brisker. And then when it comes to Cameron Jordan,
Cam Jordan.
X, if you don't get that old ass, Geritol ass defensive end the fuck up out of here. He had a good fucking season last season, 10.5 sacks. We already have an elder statesman in Montez Sweat who basically had the same exact year, but he's younger than he is. He is
The elder statesman
29
should be
years old.
Grady Jarrett.
He's 29 years old. I'll pass on Cameron Jordan X. Why would you even bring him up
Because he's still productive.
in this team? Do you want Cameron Jordan? Stop.
No, but
All
he's
right,
still
you was over there
productive.
trying to pick your mince your words and shit. You don't want to say I want that old motherfucker. Just say
I
that.
said no.
Say I don't want that old motherfucker.
You
Get him out of here.
old motherfucker. We still got you. Fuck. But
hell?
hey, I
We
can't
already
even
got
lie
Grady
though.
Jarrett,
Hey,
like you
Calais
said.
Campbell, he fucking down there 50
Come on,
in
bro.
Arizona. He's still balling, gang. I'm just keeping
Come
it
on,
real.
everybody
Keeping
doing
it a buck.
TikToks. Everybody doing TikToks. This bar watching Jeopardy and shit. We ain't trying to add
What's
that
wrong
shit.
with Jeopardy? I still watch The Weakest Link.
You don't watch Jeopardy?
I watch The Weakest Link.
I don't know what that is, gang.
You ain't never heard. You are now the weakest link.
Hell
Goodbye.
no. I know Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's all I
Bro,
know.
your ass been around since the 40s. What you talking about?
Fuck outta here. No, Cameron Jordan been around since the 40s.
But hey, man, give us your final thoughts, man.
Hey, man, this is going to be interesting. We got the draft comeback going on right now. The draft is quickly approaching. Y'all stay tuned to the #1 spot for all your Bears news and content.
For sure, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave those thoughts and everything down below. If you want to be a part of the Mailbag episode, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We appreciate all those who called
nephew,
in and joined us
Can
today.
I ask you a question?
What's the
You
question?
think Cameron Jordan got one of them glass bowls full of that yellow ass candy in it on his living room table?
Maybe.
Old ass.
What's wrong
Go
with
ahead.
that?
Old. Go ahead.
I got a bowl of a Chicago mix of chips in the kitchen right now.
You know what candy grandma had on
I'm
the
talking
table.
about chips.
You know what candy
We
grandma
got a
had.
Chicago mix going on. Hell, you talking about? Time out. If you know, you know. Get you a paper. Get you 2 plastic bags, bundle them up, and throw the chips in.
The hell,
If
bro.
you know, you know. But hey, man, that is it for us, y'all. We appreciate y'all. And as always, Chi-Town up and better out, baby. Catch y'all.
Cameron Jordan got a VCR.
Get your ass on.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.